we are in it. Let's stay here. Feel when your name appears. Baby, don't push it down. Baby, don't push it down. My world is spinning. That everything you tell me.
Alright, everyone. Hello. Yeah, give it a second. There we go. Hello, everyone. And welcome to the stream. It's Sunday, June 20th. And, well, I'm your host, Blackfire Slayer. And, yeah, how you guys doing? Huh? I'm doing alright. Pardon me for 1 second. 1 second. I'm sure you all can imagine how distracting it is to actually run a talk show with a whole other YouTube video going on in the background. But you know what? We're gonna work with it. Um, so we're just gonna jump right into it for now. Today is a solo stream, um, unless someone decides to join. But for now, I mean, it's just me, your host, and I guess I'm going to tell you what's going on. I've recently gotten an amazing, beefy computer. I mean, I was running on a toaster before, but now this is a straight up freaking Mercedes Benz right now. And it took me forever to get everything that I wanted. All of my settings, all of my games, all of my saves, and everything. From my old computer to my new one, there is no easy way of doing that. So, if you're looking for one, you gotta be like a technical master for it to be easy for you. Um, but yeah, I got a new computer. Hopefully, I sound amazing right now because uh, I don't know. I don't know how I sound. This is the first time I've been using this mic and streaming on the new computer. It's like 9, 10 o'clock right now. I'm sorry. Sorry for everybody yawning in your ear. Enjoy the ASMR otherwise. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's like 9, 10 o'clock. Uh, it's supposed to be, this is going to be a very short stream. Um, but yeah, that's what's going on. I got a new computer. I couldn't stream last week because of it. And might as well do the stream now. I'm pretty sure everybody else is busy though, but that is okay. I honestly don't know what to talk about, so I'm just gonna go ramble for like the next 20 minutes unless someone shows up. Um, I haven't been working on the story. However, it's all still being thought about in my mind. Writer's block is real, and I gotta tell you, when you have a group of authors working on one idea, it is so much better and so much easier to brainstorm and record all these ideas and really get that one idea going out with multiple people. But when you're alone, like, I don't know what it is, I guess. You think about something and you think it's good, well, and you should record this stuff. But at the same time, it's hard, a lot harder for you, that individual, to write it down, to do it, unless you just force yourself to do it sometimes, or catch that inspirational hook somehow, or just sit in front and start reading and somehow get in the mood of writing. It's strange, but it is that way. It's much better to do things with a group, at least in my experience. Everybody's different. I mean, there's probably some amazing artists who can only work alone, and whenever they work with people, uh, they probably feel like, their ideas are getting snuffed out or burned or stepped on when there's other people with different ideas about the same thing. from time to time, and you will feel that even when you work well with other people. But for the most part, um, where was I going with that? Yeah, everyone's different. So, as for me, I'm that's me clicking the pen, sorry. Sometimes I work well with people. I prefer working more with people. Uh, but other times, actually most times, I work alone. Not my preference, but it's more circumstantial that way. I don't know that many enthusiastic writers who would like to work with me on my story. And that doesn't really particularly bother me too much. It would be nice though. I understand that everybody else, at least the writers that I know of, have their own story that I would like to pay attention to. And actually, I like that. I'd rather them sort of like try to make their own stories and then have me come in to help them out. I actually want to be a sort of a writing coach by hobby, not by job or career. I don't know how far into it I'd get, but it would be it's pretty fun to help people out. Like if you have an idea and you have no idea where to start and you need real help and real advice as to how or where or when to start, say if you want to start from a specific time or place inside of your story, I can be there to actually come in and lend some suggestions. Even if said writer, individual, you perhaps, if you're one of the people who write, uh, already have that starting point in your mind, but are unsure, I can come by and, or at least I would come by and like tell you, hey, that is a pretty good starting point, or nah, let's tweak it a little bit. Let's see if you can blah blah blah. Um, would you rather have it this way, or would you rather have it sound more blah 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 blah, and then build it from there? Or would you want to start from a totally different timeline or time period, time, place, or some other point in the setting to introduce your intro, kind of like a prelude. Anyway, I haven't been working on my story for a while. I've been dealing with a lot of not really life, but improvements, changes, and jumbling of the schedule, that sort of stuff. I haven't really. It's not that this story isn't in the front of my mind, but I haven't had spare time to do it. All the spare time that I do have is usually, I'll be honest, spent playing video games or fixing something or breaking something. I guess you could call me like a tinkering type person on my spare time. But you know what? Talking about it now, I guess I would like to get back into it. But that's just a story. As for art, I mean, all my sketches at least, is gonna be pertaining to the story mostly. Unless there's like a birthday or something coming along and, someone would like a sketch from me. I used to do a lot of paintings and sketches and not really commissions because I don't really get paid for that sort of thing, but, requests for sketches of animals usually, or paintings of stuff like tattoos or what else? What else is a common one? Scenery sometimes, even though I suck at it. But yeah, I've actually drawn something pretty recently. I wish I could show you. I didn't take a picture. You know what? Maybe I can. 1 second, everyone. I'm currently on Discord right now, about to upload the picture so that I can show you here. 1 second. Art share. We're gonna share some art. We're not gonna share my hand and pineapples. And pineapples, not in. Boom. Alright. Let's just give that 1 second there. Whatever. I'll do it the easy way. Close that out. Save this. Yes. Wow, I almost closed out the freaking stream. That wouldn't have been good. Wow. Okay. All right, chat. It's gonna be looking a little dingy because it's all by pencil. I don't usually like to do digital art specifically from nothing. I like to sketch it out first. I don't know. It's just preference. You don't really have to do it that way. But I don't know. It's just me. Just finding the picture. There it is. Oh, wow. Streamlabs. Streamlabs definitely does freaking blow that picture up. Hang on. Let's see. Transform, stretch to screen. Stretch to screen. There we go. I don't know how this would look for anyone on PC, but this is what it looks like at the moment. I took a close-up picture. It's all in my little sketchbook thing that I have. But I don't know what that is. It's just a creature that I put in the creature book. And that's my most recent one. I think I did it like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I don't know. I was thinking of putting him into the story, but I don't exactly know what he is. So I'd have to use my imagination on that first, and then record it, and then, you know, add him or her into the story. Him, her, or it. There's way more than 2 genders in my story, for sure. Yeah. Kind of looks cool, though. It's weird because it all started with the head. The head was made like 4 years ago when this book was first made. And it was just a head. It was just sort of like those wrinkly parts with the hair-looking pincer things, or I can't even tell you what those are. With the face and everything, there was no body, there was nothing on its back, there was no cloth hanging out, no arms, no planet in the background, no crystal, nothing. Just the head. And then, fast forward 4 years after drawing so many other things, I come back to it, and then I just use it as like practice to see if I can still do it, if I can still draw something awesome. So I drew the rest of the details on, and this is what it looks like. It came out looking like a potentially four-armed being with no mouth, by the looks of it, or it's wearing a mask, and a robe on with cloth just flying out in little little metal like belts and shoulder. What would you call those things? The things is going around its neck like that. It's kind of like a necklace, but it's solid. Anyway, that's my most recent one. As for let's see what else I've done. Art, blah, blah, blah. Story. Personally, just from me to anyone else out there, you know, all of you chat, I'm doing all right. I'm doing fine. Had some days at the beach. It's freaking hot. Had some really good food recently. Had some time to talk to everybody. Nice. Oh, we're planning a trip to our nearest city, and our city is kind of like an art capital in our county here where we live. And we're gonna go look at all of this street art, all of this fantastic sculptures and those walk-in galleries and all that, and see if we can get some ideas or inspired or just enjoy the art out there. I know this is off topic, but oh my god, it's so much easier to talk on stream, even if you know no one's watching. I mean, so eventually someone will see this, but you know, it is so much easier to talk on stream than you might think if you're alone. I mean, even with other people, it's still easy. It's a lot easier to talk. Don't know why. I mean, the stage fright's not there. You just keep talking. Weird. Anyway, back to the trip. Yeah, we're going to, I don't know when we're going. I think we're going to go next weekend, this weekend. Well, this weekend's pretty much over. Next weekend, this coming week. But I'll try to take some pictures and see if I can, I'll just take some pictures. I don't know if I'll be able to show it, because we're trying to remain a little bit anonymous, because we are, a little, iffy about internet possibly knowing where we are, who we are, where we live. We don't want to be overexposed out there to the world just yet, but you know, it'd be nice to see all the art out there, see what others have come up with. On a personal note, I went on the trip to the city once before in art class, in high school. I haven't taken college on it yet, but I've gone on a field trip to the city, and I gotta say, that was fun. Sure, we just walked around in like 2 blocks or whatever, hanging out with each other and just looking at art, but that was fun. We got out of school and we went to the freaking city. It was awesome. And we got to see other people's stuff. I'd love for a game to grow up to be that way, to where we take field trips. Any number of us, not just, you know, me, the owner, or the creator of it, and a couple of close friends of mine, but other groups that join somehow. People who know each other in real life. People who want to take field trips online with each other. Like, you know, going on to Discord and streaming, web surfing like we do on this stream sometimes. Or stuff like that. I'd love for a whole bunch of people in game to collaborate and talk and mingle with each other, sort of, and share each other's art, so that, you know, we'd all get inspired from it, or ideas from it, or just know that there's other people doing amazing things out there, giving them praise, you know? Of course, uh, game, it started a long time ago, but time has no factor on how big the group grows. Because at any point in time, at any point, millions of people could come out of nowhere, loving game, just wanting to be in it, and just doing exactly what I dream of game being, or doing exactly what I dream of them doing in game, and probably more, or a little bit less. Who cares? I'm lenient, but as anyone might see either in the future or right now, it's not. It's grown. It has since it's been created for sure. But I guess this is me putting standards on it or something. I don't know. Technically, in a lot of people's views, it seems dead. It's not dead, actually. It's just extremely closed off right now. It's not that we're not allowing people in, but there hasn't been that many people that we like to see here. Like, there are those who enjoy our art, and then there are those who are like internet bots, scammers, all those guys. It's hard to tell when you're on the internet sometimes, unless you've been here for years. And we can't tell because it's our first time like ever making a group like this on Facebook, on Instagram, on on Discord. I almost said game. Wow. So it's very hard to tell if it's a real person who's actually interested in this sort of thing, or if it's a person who's not interested and wants to see all the stuff that we have, which even then we'd still accept you. And then there's people who seem interested, then once they're in, they won't do a thing, which I give them chances, a lot of chances for sure. And then there's those people who obviously you can't tell what their interest is, and they totally aren't even a person, and you can't even really tell that. That's what we're trying to avoid. That and the problem causers. Whoops. We're very anti-drama, but lately people haven't been. I guess it's because game is very secret. I guess not very put out, not advertised much. No one knows much about this Twitch channel. No one knows any or much about the Facebook group. It's very small. No one knows about the Discord. I haven't put the link for the Discord on the stream, which actually would help out a lot in the future. And in turn, that has caused game to be very, very, very small. And that's not on anyone. It's just how it is, how it's gone. It's a very small thing. We haven't had the traction yet. But once it happens, I'm sure it'll be wonderful. And I cannot wait. That's the biggest takeaway. I can't wait. I can't wait. I like how it is now because it's grown. I appreciate it all. But I can't wait until it gets really big. Not too big. We don't want things to fall apart, like the story of Icarus flying too high and then you crash. I want to try to keep it a little modest. But in the meantime, we're going to do what we do here on game. We're going to draw, we're going to do makeup, we're going to talk, we're going to share, and we're going to, I don't know, explore art. We're going to hang out, we're going to do all that stuff. Freaking be awesome. Whoever might be watching this, join us. We would love to hang out with you guys and see what you got, see what kind of art you got. We're not gonna judge too much. we will lend our criticism if you want, or praise, or all that. We're not gonna be like straight up critics towards you. We're not gonna be straight up just, oh, this is nice, that's nice, this is nice, that's nice, this is nice. You know, back and forth, back and forth. 'Cause how would you know it's genuine? We're actually gonna be friends, like artists, like people in a classroom who can talk about things like adults, and you know, enjoy and lend advice towards whatever or whoever about whatever. It's supposed to be a safe place for artists, so I'm trying to stress that, and I can't really talk much or talk well. But yeah, that's what I wanted game to be. That's what I want game to be. And it's on its way. Hold on. How rude of me to yawn in the face of those who are awake, who probably don't even want to be freaking asleep right now. Then again, if it's like 10 o'clock and you're not a night owl, what are you doing up? Huh? Go to sleep. You're supposed to be asleep. You know you're supposed to be asleep. Get off the stream. Come on. Come on, go to bed. Go on, Shu. Get out of here. We'll see you next week. Or whenever we do the stream. Come on. Come on. Have a good night. See you later. I'm drawing this out so you can hit the X button. Right? Okay, bye. And that's that. Anyway. Well. I would say, hey, do you guys want to see me play some video games? But at this particular time, I have no way to stream it right now. I haven't set up everything just yet. But it was supposed to be a very short stream anyway. More words from the creator or me. This is one of those difficult parts of a stream when you're by yourself or when you're with someone. You really need to stretch out the time a little bit more. You don't know what the heck to talk about, and sometimes the best thing to talk about is the fact that you don't know what the heck to talk about. And now it sounds like I'm rambling, but it's true. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but this is great because now I'm talking about how I don't know what to talk about. And it's wasting your time, which is great, because all I need is 5 more minutes. Well, 10, because I put a personal frickin' challenge on myself. Here, without spoiling too much, how about I tell everyone exactly where I am on my story? If you haven't heard already, if I haven't said already, currently I'm at a particular spot that I'm not exactly stuck at, but I'm at a point where I could always go back, or where I stopped myself and I wanted to go back and work on some stuff in the previous chapters. Give me 1 second, I just gotta get to it. Nope, not that. Where is it? Aha! Yeah! So, currently I'm on chapter 2, and I think I've already thought out and planned out exactly what happens after this point in time, this physical point where I've stopped. But, right now, I'm at a point where the main characters of this particular part of the story is making their way through a tight spot. And they've already been in a bit of a rough patch. But they're going to, keep going with keep going with what they were doing and try to get out of this tight spot somehow. I can't tell you the fates of these characters, but I will tell you, since it's the beginning of the story, I'm pretty sure you can already guess what might happen. But how, you might not be able to. And again, since it's not really spoiling anything, hold on, Microsoft, shut the heck up, Microsoft. The main characters of this part of the story are Avia, the red-eyed, black-haired, mute woman who has the power to control air. Her companion, Aria, who is a giant, blue-eyed, snow-white bird, owl, who also has the ability to use her wings to manipulate air. Can't really control it directly. Oh boy. Hold on. Okay. And Avia, Aria. Seth, who is a complete... He's made of completely of smoke, ash, and fire. His whole body, his meat, his bones is made up of smoke, but his veins run with fire, and he's always aflame. I mean, you can see it from his eyes. Flesh and bone of smoke and ash, veins of fire, and the aura of heat. It's like a freaking candle wick walking around. Except if you try to touch him, it'll burn. But if it didn't, you won't feel anything. Except for like thick air and smoke. If you can feel that. The last person is Tide. Tide is a mystery to me, but I know how to describe him. He's supposed to have spiky hair. I might change that. He's wearing a hat. He's blue-eyed, black-haired, very pale skin. Same with Avia, the girl. Tall-ish, kind of, average human height, average male human height. Kind of always wears shaggy, baggy things because he's a rugged orphan out on the streets all the time. Whatever streets he can find, or whatever ship to a gambling street he can find. He's sort of, hold on, a ruffian type who has the ability to control water or summon magical water that dissipates after a minute or two, or after a moment. Kind of like Avatar, except if the firebending in Avatar was replaced with water, like the fire in Avatar, The Last Airbender, from the firebenders was water instead. How they can just summon fire from their chi. He can do the same thing with water. I guess that's the best way to explain it. And he also has this, like, if you met it in person, like if it was real, it would be more like a lizard more than it would be a dog. But it's a companion that is like a clear drop of water. It's a serpent made completely of water with no face, no body structure whatsoever. But you can tell that it's in like a long stream of water. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but yeah. Has no name because it always has different names, since this man can't decide on a name for his own pets. Well, he considers him not a pet, but pet. Anyway. Yeah. I think that's the fourth one. There will be more characters coming in, but I cannot say who they are because that would spoil just a few things later on. I will tell you, however, I've talked about this other race called Crayotans, the dog people. There is one character that I can say that they will probably encounter before the end of the story, like the whole story. And his name is Sujon. I've mentioned his name before. He's the father of a family of 1, 2, 3, 4. A family of 4. There's him, his wife, his Wiccan, and his daughter. Him, his wife, and his Wiccan are all bonded by marriage, and his daughter is born from all 3 of them. I'll explain that later. It's disgusting. But yeah, he like tragically wasn't anyone's real fault. It was just more time and circumstance. And then he ends up being vastly separated from everyone he knew for a time, and he'll find his way into the story at a certain point. But that's all I can give you for now, until the day I want to like voice their story. A specific word of what I'm trying to prologue. When I try to voice the prologue or the storyboard out here on the stream, then I will tell you a little bit more about Sujon and why or where or what happened, and possibly give you guys a little bit more insight on the story. But until then, I have specifically, hang on, 1 minute left to talk about it, to talk about things. I'm sure I've already voiced a lot of history about like the universe, at least as it is in my mind, not as it is written down. But I'm sure there's gonna be a lot for everybody. It's gonna be like I'm not gonna compare it to Star Wars, cause I don't know. I kind of want to make it a bunch of stories, kind of somehow brushing paths with each other, for not really a particularly big payoff, but more endings or closure or something for for each and every individual story. And they won't all share the same thing, like the same event, but they will all have their own separate tailored events to kind of finish up that story arc, you know? Where there are like so many characters, like side characters, and they don't they do the arc, but they don't really go deep into some people's arcs, some characters' arcs. I kind of want to do that a little bit more, to where there's no real central story. It's just a bunch of characters in a universe with histories and rules and places and people and stuff. And it's gonna be cool. I hope that everyone enjoys it whenever it comes out, if it ever comes out, or if I can get any part of the story out to anyone. I just want to make it. I want to draw some stuff. I want everyone else to experience, or as many people as I can like give this to or show this to enjoy it. And I don't know. It would warm my heart. It would mean a lot to me if someone were to enjoy it so much to where they become a fan and then they make more art because of my story. It's I don't know if that's selfish. I don't really mean for it to be, but it would be really cool. I've never had anyone make art because of my art. Go figure. Anyway, that's all I have time for in the stream tonight. Sorry, we haven't. It wasn't a very long one. It's about 45 minutes or so, or less. But, you know, it was supposed to be a short stream anyway. I hope everyone can have an amazing night, amazing week, amazing days. I hope some people, you know, get away with, well, nah, let me not say that. I hope some people actually catch the green lights whenever they pass an intersection, just before it turns red or yellow. I hopes that some people can go into drive-thrus and get some free drinks or some salt packages for your fries when you know that they don't usually put salt on their fries or something like that. I hope everyone has some good luck out there, you know? Good luck out there. Have fun. Make something. You can do it. And go to freaking sleep. Alright, I'll catch y'all later, okay? Yes, I know this was a slightly odd pause as the transition goes from here to the point where I actually do the outro. But it happens. It happens. It's fine. Hopefully everyone can hear this whole message, but I record the whole thing anyway. So, yeah, I'll see y'all later, fools. Catch y'all on the next stream, and hopefully, you know what? Let's just talk about some crap in the chat room, or in the chat room, in the comments. What's your favorite animal? How about that? Tell me your favorite animal in the comments. And we'll go from there. I'll see y'all later. Peace.